killing some of his own forces. This is just absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Finally, the mine's going. I don't know why he just. I mean, it was a move of desperation on Dark Elf's part to plant mines down in his own supply line to try and kill off the Dark Templar. I mean, Jesus. He's that desperate. And this is, keep in mind, this has been 2 Dark Templar and 1 shuttle. 2 Dark Templar have done all this damage. This is just ridiculous. There's the mine. Oh, he actually shoots down. Very nice. Very nice by Dark Elf. Shooting down his own mine actually en route, so it didn't hit that Dark Templar. But still, what is that? 13 kills on that Dark Templar? It's hard to tell if it's 13 or 18. No, it just turned to 19, so it was 18. Finally, the Dark Templar dies after almost 20 kills, and who knows how many on the other Dark Templar as well. Now, to his credit, Dark Elf has not been phased by this. You can see he's already put up another command center. He's going to try and set up a 3rd base as quickly as possible. One of the things about Terran is you can defend. Terrans are so good. I mean, Terran it's made for defending. So if he can put up some good static defense and hold off this next push, he might be able to come back in this theoretically. But in the meantime, though, Tempest has gotten up a 3rd base. He's looking at getting a 4th, and this is just ridiculous. Now he's moving into the main base. This is just silly. I think Tempest just done way too much damage, and still, even though he got that armory up, he doesn't have any Goliaths around to deal with this shuttle. So again, another Dark Templar taking down another tank with Splash, and still surviving to tell the tale to the shuttle driver, the shuttle pilot. And this is just ridiculous. This is really sad. But I am excited that, by the way, this is the final match, so that means whoever wins this is the last person to move on in the tournament. Whoever loses this is out of the tournament completely. So I'm excited that for this new guy, Tempest, he looks to be kind of cool, kind of a cool player. Is at least very solid. We have yet to see how well he does in terms of creativity, and obviously I haven't seen him do a very big macro battle or anything like that, but again, just some of the names that he's put on the notches on his belt lately, and now performing very, very well in this MST group. Seems like he might be a pretty good player. Probably not, the up-and-coming star necessarily, but he'll be a threat to some of the weaker players that will be in the next round of the tournament, I think. Yeah, Dark Elf still trying to put up a good fight. He's actually looking to move out and get that 3rd base. I guess it's theoretically possible I might have to eat my hat after having declared Tempest the winner, but it's going to be really difficult for Dark Elf to come back here. You can see he's transferring the SCVs over here, a little bit badly timed, but he doesn't have many SCVs. Look, he's got like 8 SCVs at each of his bases. I think he's just put 10 at his new base, but in the meantime, Tempest has 3 bases also, and he's got to have probably at least 15 probes on each of those bases. So he's got twice as much economy, basically. He doesn't have speed upgrade yet on his Zealots for some reason. He's going to need to get that. As long as he gets that before the first big engagement, he's going to take the next big engagement pretty easily. And he may even be able to break Dark Elf's static defense if he can macro up enough forces pretty quickly here. Dark Elf looks like working off of two factories or 3 factories or something like that. There we go. Dark Elf setting up a low blockade. He's going to try and protect the heck out of that 3rd base, but I think that there just might be too many Zealots there. Speed upgrade has got to be upgrading right now. I don't know why he needs to move it. I don't know why he's not bringing his Zealots along with this force. I'm not exactly sure what Tempest is doing. I guess he's just not ready to go in just yet. But Jesus, look at that sweat dripping off Dark Elf's face. He is feeling the pressure here. His glass is fogging up. He's got a nice little blockade there going on, and we've seen that work before. One time, actually, Flash held off one of Jangbi's real huge pushes against a similar blockade like that, just by bringing a ton of SCVs off the line and barely repairing his supply depots just on time. And part of it was that the Zealots got confused. Still no speed upgrade. Oh, that's what he was going for. He was going for a recall. No, he wasn't going for a recall. He's going for idiocy. What the heck? He's run his Arbiter. What were you doing, Tempest? What is Tempest doing? He's going to throw away the game that he had in the bag. Throwing away his Arbiter. I don't know what he was thinking there. If he'd recalled those Zealots on top and then gone in with his Dragoons, that would have been epic win. but he decided not to. I've maybe that's why he was kept his zealots back in a clump was for a recall, but he just stopped paying attention. I don't know what he was thinking. Um, I don't know. Sometimes, your hand slips off the keyboard or you can't find the right hotkey or something like that. You never know. But here's Stasis. Stasis going off on half the tanks. And now the Zealots breaking in. The front door dies immediately from splash, tank fire, and dragoon fire. The Zealots are in. The SCVs are not able to do quite enough. Not with just 4 tanks there. And I don't. He still doesn't have speed upgrade on those Zealots. But I think he's going to break in anyways, splitting up his zealots very nicely to attack the different tanks there. Tanks splashing each other. He needs to wipe this up before those stasis wears off, but I think he's going to be able to do that pretty easily. We're probably going to see GG here in just a second. Yeah, zealots just going to town. Command center goes down as well. More zealots finally speed upgraded, charging in as reinforcements, and Dark Elf just doesn't have anything left. He's got those units surrounded right as they come out of stasis. They get slaughtered. There's just nothing he can do at this point. He could theoretically fall back, build a blockade at his main base or something like that, and hold it back for just a moment. But then it would be 4 bases to 1, and there's just no coming back from that. So it's really cool to see a new player coming into things, and excited to see what Tempest can do, see what he's made out of, see what he's capable of, and see if maybe next season with Tempest going into the lineup a little bit more, perhaps maybe KTF can pull out some bigger wins. I mean, just on the strength of Flash alone, they were able to get almost into the playoffs this last season. So maybe with another good player on their team, they can pick it up. And although now he's going to have to pick up some slack because Flash has really fallen off of his game. He's definitely in a slump now. So, or maybe not in a slump, but he's definitely not his best. So, uh, maybe KTF doesn't have as much hope as one would expect. Anyway, so GG to Tempest doing very very well. I think he definitely deserves this spot. I mean, seriously, he went through July Zerg on to get to where he is right now. And especially after barely getting out to Gogo in the final match of the OSL prelims, I mean, he deserves to be in at least one Star League, and so congrats to him taking out the mighty Luxury and then managing to finish off Dark Elf in the last game as well. So very very well done on his part, and GG all around. Yeah, I guess that's it. Again, sorry if there was any syncing problems with the previous games where I had to pause for a phone call and all that sort of thing. And I am uploading the Pro League finals to the Vile Tack accounts at some point this evening, so be on the lookout for those games as well. And yeah, thank you very much for listening. As usual, check out sc2gg.com for all the stuff that we've got going on. Also, we've got some really cool interviews going up on SC for All lately. They've interviewed Savior and January, the Samsung coach January, and also I think they're going to be interviewing Firebat Hero. That's going to be really awesome too. So keep an eye out on that. All right, again, thank you for listening. Take care.